Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Abubakar, and today we're diving into a topic that I know is on the minds of many aspiring O&G specialists, the MRCOG Part 2 exam. It's a significant hurdle, no doubt about it, but it's absolutely conquerable with the right game plan. I've heard from so many of you asking for advice on how to tackle this beast, especially when you're on a tight schedule. Clearing the MRCOG Part 2 exam requires a structured approach, effective resources, and disciplined time management. Since you have 5 months to prepare, here's a step-by-step guide to help you succeed, and trust me, 5 months is a solid time frame if you use it wisely. This exam isn't just about memorizing facts, it's about applying your knowledge, showcasing your clinical judgment, and understanding evidence-based practice. It's designed to ensure you're ready for the complexities and responsibilities of being a specialist. So, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, take a deep breath. You're in the right place. We're going to break down everything you need to know, from understanding the exam structure to crafting a daily study schedule and even what to do on the big day itself. My goal here is to give you a clear, actionable roadmap that will not only prepare you for the exam, but also build your confidence along the way. Think of this video as your personal coaching session. We'll cover the crucial resources you shouldn't miss, how to structure your study plan month by month, and those all-important time management tips to keep you on track without burning out. We're in this together, and I'm here to share insights that will hopefully make this challenging journey a bit smoother and a lot more successful. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started on your path to acing the MRCOG Part 2. Let's do this. Alright, first things first, let's talk about what this exam actually looks like. You can't effectively prepare for a battle if you don't understand the terrain, right? The MRCOG Part 2 is a comprehensive assessment, and knowing its structure is absolutely key. It's divided into 2 papers, and you'll sit both on the same day. Each paper is 3 hours long, which sounds like a marathon, and in some ways it is, but with proper pacing, it's manageable. In each of these papers, you'll face 50 single best answer or SBA questions. That's a total of 100 SBAs, each designed to test your ability to pick the single most appropriate answer from a list of plausible options. This format really hones in on your decision-making skills under pressure. Now let's consider the breadth of topics covered. This isn't just a light skim across obstetrics and gynecology, it's a deep dive. You'll be tested on core obstetrics, including antenatal care, labor, and postnatal complications. Then there's gynecology, covering everything from benign conditions to complex reproductive issues. But it doesn't stop there. The exam also delves into specialized areas like fertility, gynecological oncology, and even surgical procedures relevant to the field. And super importantly, you'll encounter questions on ethics and clinical governance, which are fundamental to modern medical practice. Understanding the weighting and interplay of these topics will help you allocate your study time much more effectively. The real essence of the MRCOG Part 2, though, isn't just about recalling facts. The examiners are looking for your ability to apply your knowledge in practical, clinical scenarios. It's about demonstrating sound clinical judgment and a firm grasp of evidence-based practice. This means you need to be intimately familiar with current guidelines and research. So, as you study, don't just memorize. Think about how this information translates to patient care. How would you manage this condition? What are the ethical considerations? This focus on application is what makes the exam challenging, but also what makes it a true test of a competent specialist. Okay, now that you know what the exam entails, let's talk about the tools you'll need in your arsenal. Having the right resources can make a world of difference in your preparation. Think of these as your trusted companions on this 5-month journey. For core textbooks, the Oxford Handbook of Obstetrics and Gynaecology is an excellent starting point. It's a fantastic quick reference for key concepts and provides a solid overview. But the absolute cornerstone of your reading, and I can't stress this enough, will be the MRCOG Green Top Guidelines. These are non-negotiable. They represent evidence-based practice and are what your answers should often be based on. Make them your best friend. When it comes to practice questions, which are vital, MRCOG Part 2, 400 SBAs and EMQs by Sudipta Paul is a popular choice and offers a good volume of questions to get you started. Another highly recommended book is How to Pass the MRCOG Part 2 by Narendra Pisal and Sushma Srikrishna. This one is particularly good for exam-focused strategies and understanding the mindset needed. Beyond books, dedicated question banks are crucial. Pastist MRCOG Part 2 is well regarded for its high-yield questions and detailed explanations. Understanding why an answer is right or wrong is key. And of course, don't forget the MRCOG sample questions available on their website. These are official practice papers and give you the closest feel to the real exam. To supplement these, there are some excellent online resources. Exam Prep MRCOG Part 2 offers another robust online question bank, and MRCOG, the MRCOG's own subscription-based resource, is invaluable. The MRCOG website itself is a goldmine for guidelines and sample papers, so make sure you explore it thoroughly. For those who learn well through lectures, OBGYN Academy provides video lectures and notes, which can be a great way to break up your reading. Other platforms like On Examination, BMJ, and Telegraph courses, which sometimes offer MRCOG-focused webinars, can also add valuable dimensions to your study, helping you cover all bases and find what learning styles work best for you. All right, team, this is where the rubber meets the road. Your 5-month study plan, a structured strategy is everything. Let's break it down. For the first 2 months, month 1 and month 2, we're focusing on building a strong foundation. Think of this as laying the groundwork for everything else. During weeks 1 to 4, I want you to really immerse yourselves in obstetrics. This means systematically going through the relevant green top guidelines, your core textbooks, and making concise, effective notes. Then, for weeks 5 to 8, you'll shift your focus to gynecology, including crucial subtopics like oncology and urogynecology, again, hitting those GTGs and textbooks hard. On a daily basis during these 2 months, aim to read and summarize 2 to 3 green top guidelines. Weekends are for application tackle 20 to 30 practice questions from resources like Pastis or Exam Prep to start getting a feel for SBAs. Moving into month 3 and month 4, we ramp things up. This phase is all about intensive revision and serious question practice. Your daily routine should now include solving 50 to 60 SBAs. And here's the important part. Do them under timed conditions. This helps you build speed and accuracy, simulating the exam environment. Crucially, spend adequate time reviewing your mistakes. Don't just see what you got wrong, understand why it was wrong and why the correct answer is indeed the best choice. This is where true learning happens. During these months, really focus on high-yield topics, things like preeclampsia, management of labor, common gynecological cancers, and always ethics. I also highly recommend joining a study group if possible. Discussing difficult cases and concepts with peers can provide new perspectives and solidify your understanding. Finally, month 5, this is your home stretch, dedicated to full-length mock tests and final targeted review. You should aim to take at least 2 to 3 full mock exams, replicating real exam timing and conditions as closely as possible. This will build your stamina and highlight any remaining areas of weakness. Use the insights from these mocks to guide your final revision. Go back through all your GTG summaries and quick notes. Focus intensely on those weak areas identified from your mock performances. In the final week, ease off a little. The goal here is light revision, reinforcing key concepts, and most importantly, building your confidence. No new heavy material. You want to walk into that exam hall feeling prepared, calm, and ready. Let's talk about one of the most critical skills for this marathon: time management. It's not just about how much you study, but how you study and how you allocate your precious time. For your daily study, aim for a consistent 3 to 4 hours of focused work. Consistency truly trumps last-minute cramming, especially for an exam of this complexity. Think of it like training for an actual marathon. You wouldn't just run 26 miles the day before, right? You build up to it. This steady, daily input helps embed information into your long-term memory and prevents that overwhelming feeling. It allows you to cover the vast syllabus without feeling rushed and stressed. Weekends are your opportunity for longer, more intensive sessions. Plan for around 6 to 8 hours of study on Saturdays and Sundays. This is the perfect time to tackle those full-length mock tests we talked about, or to do deep dives into particularly challenging topics. However, even on weekends, ensure you're taking regular breaks. The Pomodoro technique, for instance, 25 minutes of focused study followed by a 5-minute break, can be incredibly effective in maintaining concentration over these longer periods. Remember, the quality of your study hours is far more important than just the quantity. Make sure these hours are productive and you're actively engaging with the material. To make your study time more effective, embrace active learning techniques. Don't just passively read. Use mnemonics to remember complex guidelines or classifications. For example, you could create one for the management of pre-eclampsia, perhaps something like precise if it helps you recall key steps, though find what works for you. Another powerful technique is to teach concepts to a peer or even just explain them out loud to yourself. This forces you to articulate your understanding and quickly reveals any gaps. And please, avoid burnout. It's a real risk with such an intensive preparation schedule. Schedule at least one full day off every 2 weeks. Your brain needs time to rest and consolidate information. This isn't a weakness, it's a strategy for sustained success. Okay, you've put in the hard work, you've followed the plan, and now it's exam day. Let's talk strategy for the day itself, because how you approach the exam can be just as important as the preparation. First off, time management per question is critical. With 50 SBAs in 3 hours, 180 minutes, that gives you roughly 3.5 minutes per question. Some questions you'll answer faster, some might take a bit longer. If you encounter a particularly difficult question that's stumping you, don't get bogged down. Flag it, make your best guess if you have to, and move on. You can always come back to it at the end if you have time. Wasting precious minutes on one question can jeopardize your ability to answer others you might know. A key technique for SBAs is to actively eliminate wrong options first. Often 2 or 3 of the choices can be ruled out relatively quickly if you apply your knowledge and the guidelines. This narrows down your choices and increases your probability of selecting the correct answer, even if you're not 100% certain. And speaking of guidelines, this is paramount. Stick to the MRCOG guidelines. Your answers should reflect established, evidence-based practice as promoted by the Royal College. Avoid going off-piste with obscure or personal practice preferences. The exam is designed to test your adherence to these standards, and MRCOG-based answers are the ones that will score you the best marks. Finally, some last pieces of advice as you head into the exam and through your final prep. Consistency, as we've said, is absolutely key. Stick to your plan as much as humanly possible. Focus on quality over quantity in your study. It's far better to deeply understand why answers are right or wrong than to just passively read thousands of pages. And medicine is always evolving, so stay updated. Keep an eye on the MRCOG website for any new or updated guidelines that might be released close to your exam date. Remember all the effort you've put in. Walk in there with confidence, stay calm, read each question carefully, and trust your preparation. You've got this. So there you have it, a comprehensive 5-month guide to help you prepare for and hopefully ace your MRCOG Part 2 exam. It's a challenging exam, there's no denying it, but with a clear plan, the right resources, and dedicated effort, success is well within your reach. We've covered understanding the exam structure, the essential books and online tools, a detailed month-by-month study strategy, crucial time management techniques, and even how to approach the exam on the day. I know it's a lot to take in, but breaking it down into these manageable steps should make the entire process feel less daunting and more achievable. The journey to becoming a specialist is a marathon, not a sprint, and this exam is a significant milestone on that path. Please don't underestimate the power of a positive mindset and self-belief. There will be days when you feel tired or overwhelmed, and that's completely normal. On those days, remind yourself why you started this journey, lean on your support systems, and take those necessary breaks to recharge. Remember, consistency and quality study time are your best friends in this journey. Good luck with your MRCOG. Part 2 exam preparation. I truly hope this guide provides you with the clarity and confidence you need. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with any colleagues who might also be on this MRCOG journey. And please drop your questions or any of your own successful study tips in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community here. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, study smart, and I look forward to hearing about your successes. All the very best.